Hello and welcome back to another episode of Unfulfilled Podcast with Denise and
Denise.
Today's episode is
Who Controls the Bedroom? We have a special guest, of course, our favorite, y'all. Wood is here. Hey, Wood.
Hey, ladies. How are we doing today?
Great.
That don't sound so great.
We good. We good.
We are good. We're ready to dive in and ask you that question.
Yes.
Who controls the bedroom?
That is an excellent question. I think as far as making sure the bed is made and it's clean, that would be a woman's job. But when it comes...
We're about to kick him off this podcast.
I just said it to see y'all's faces.
He did that because our energy down. That's what it
Now
is.
I know y'all are awake and alive. Here we go.
Let's do this.
So, I think it's a balance thing back and forth on who controls the bedroom. If the man is doing what he's got to do, there's no doubt if, I'm taking care of business that if I want some draws, I'm going to get some draws at the end of the night. Now, if we got situations that we're dealing with, we got to negotiate. That's when women like to hold sex as a ransom from their man. I'm not going to give him none because I'm upset. And that's when the balance shifts. But if I'm doing what I got to do and you're not giving me what I need, then I don't think it's necessarily you're controlling the bedroom. You're missing your opportunity to control the bedroom.
Okay. All right, Denise, what you think?
I don't know. He got me scratching my head now.
I'm still on the part of making the bed out of it and all that stuff.
Y'all up now, though.
I say whoever take initiative to start it off.
Okay.
That's who's controlling.
So you're 50-50 then?
Yeah, my 50-50. I always gotta have 50-50. Yeah, I say whoever takes initiative to start it off, engaged in it. However, I say a man should control it. His body language sets the tone. So for me, if he's really into it, he's going to set the tone to satisfy my needs. So I say a man should control it.
Okay. So let me throw this at you.
Oh, here we go.
I think you're talking in the moment. I'm talking over the period of time. Like, I run things here. Like,
So you talking about running the house?
No.
Oh,
in the
okay.
bedroom, our sex, like sex. Yeah, you can, you get on top.
Gotcha.
Y'all women like to. Oh, I can ride. Give me 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, y'all like, well, ding dong, hit it from the back. So, is it a position that's controlling the bedroom, or is it the overall intention that is controlling the bedroom? Because that's what I'm talking about. My intent is I'm the master of my arena, and that arena is my bedroom.
So I think y'all both is semi on the same page, but not exactly on the same page. At the end of the day, yeah, you still basically saying you do, that's your domain, you control it. And so that's basically what she's saying as well. But like you said, you're looking at the long-term thing. For me, I think a man should control the bedroom as well. I think that in a relationship, we want our men to be the lead, the head.
You want an alpha man.
Right? We want an alpha man, right? We don't want no little bitch. I'm just gonna be honest. Okay, so I don't think it's taken away from a man that he let his woman, say, hey, I want it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't put him in a situation where he feels like he's not the alpha anymore.
Right.
It's just that sometimes we need something right then and there as well. So we like, hey, you know, I'm feeling good tonight. You looking sexy, especially when the man get that haircut, all that shit cleaned up. You be horny as hell sometimes just to look at your man and be like, ooh, baby, tonight you mad. He might be tired as hell, but he's still gonna oblige because that's what they do, you know.
So I think we're on two different pages because I'm looking at the long range, like, yeah, first the moment, because the moment, as you said, is, okay, who's the initiator? Yeah, you know, you can walk by and have on some lingerie and you know it can be my thing. And guess what? You controlled the actions that are coming forth.
Okay.
Versus, you know that I like this here, that there, and you're doing it just because I control it. You know, I know my man likes, after, if he takes a bath or some shit, I'm automatically gonna do this because I don't want to say this word and offend anybody, but you've been trained to do that.
Oh, be submissive.
Being submissive, there you go.
And that's what I was gonna say. He talking more so on the lines of not being routine, but knowing what he likes, so you would know when to do it.
So basically, what most guys, when it comes down to submissive, is what guys expect from their significant other. They expect for the house to be clean, especially if you're not working or something like that.
Right.
It's duties that men would think that you should do because if you're at home, yeah, I come home, I should have a clean house, I should have dinner on the table. It's a regular routine. If once I take my shower or something from work or whatever, and I want to lay up, if I want some loving, I expect to get it.
Exactly.
You know, you don't have a no, say so or no, but at the end of that, something's wrong or something. So, you know, but at the end of the day, he's feeling like this is, I control this. So if I'm saying I want to do this and this is how we do it, then I expect for it to run this way. So I get what you're saying too, but this is 2021.
Absolutely.
So
okay,
it's a little bit different now.
It's different.
Yeah.
So if it's different because it's 2021, then you can't expect a man to be a man from the 50s and beyond, and you're not the woman
exactly
back then.
But the reason I'm saying different though is because, and not to cut you off, I apologize. It's because I'm saying that most women are out there doing the same thing that men are doing. So, you know, nowadays it takes two people to do the household now and stuff like that. So you might not get everything that the guy got back in the 50s. In the 50s, yeah, the men went out there, they worked, they did what they had to do, they brought the check home, and they did whatever they wanted to do while that woman took care of home, took care of kids and everything else. So that's what I'm talking about with difference, though.
Yeah, it's different in that aspect, but I mean, an alpha male is still an alpha male.
Yeah, exactly.
And a woman is going to understand that, okay, just because I go out and go to work doesn't mean I get to not do this. You know what I mean? I enjoy cooking. When I was married and, you know, I was off work, my wife would come home to a meal. Does that make me a submissive man? Not at all. But I understand what it takes to move a family and make a family work.
Right.
I'm not going to sit and watch my woman struggle while, you know, she's working and we're making our team work. But guess what? Once the kids are asleep and that bedroom door closes, that ass is mine. Like, I work today, you work today.
We both have.
Save some energy. Whether it's 5 or 50 minutes, we gonna fuck.
5 or 50 minutes.
I mean, I'm just, you know, I'm being real with you, and it's. I think it's important to understand that, you know, the traditional, what we might have seen our parents grow up in, those times have changed. That's long and gone.
Yeah.
But the one thing that's a constant is you're a woman, I'm a man.
Right.
So if you're going to be a boss bitch, guess what? You're going to be a boss bitch giving me head because that's what I want then. Go on, be a boss bitch outside the house. But once you're inside this bedroom, you mine.
All right, Hazel. So what happens when you have a submissive person and it becomes routine to one person, but they want to go out of the routine? Like, they know what you like, but they want to try something different. Then what happens?
Try something different as in someone else?
No. I'm talking about within y'all bedroom, like something different.
Then go on. I mean, the only way to know if you like something is to try something.
Right.
I mean, you have your hard nose, like, I know I don't need to try it because that shit don't fly over here.
Right.
But, yeah, if we can play inside of our boundaries, you know, if I get with a woman and we start dating and you're, you know, telling me, oh, you know, I like this. Okay. You're telling me this for a reason. Whether it's to bullshit me or not, guess what? I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to test the limits.
Now, my question is this to you, Wood. So you got this submissive woman, right? But she realized that she's submissive to you, but you're not doing anything for her. And so, like you said, when you come home from work and she comes home from work, you expect to still get head once that room door closed, but you're not doing the same thing back to her.
That's not a true man.
See, that's what I was gonna say. Some people have them relationships though, where the man is so alpha to the point that he feels like, I don't owe you nothing,
right,
but I want you to be this way. I want you to do this for me. Oh no, I'm not gonna give you oral sex, but you're gonna suck my dick every day.
I don't necessarily think that's an alpha male, because an alpha male understands what it takes to run the pack.
I think that's
just, but some of them think that is alpha male because they think that they control everything. If I tell you that you can't sit here, you can't do that, I'm controlling everything.
But that's not an alpha male.
Right. I agree with you. It's not alpha male, but some people think that that's what they are. Oh, well, I run my house. I'm the king of my jungle.
When they need to go to Google for free and look up the definition of it.
Yeah.
Because
you know, I've always said this about myself. You know, when you first start dating someone and blah, 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 you're going through all the nonsense. They're like, describe yourself. I'm like, well, I'm an alpha male. I know it. But like the male lion, I can sit and relax. I don't have to yell, do everything else to display my dominance. Mm-hmm. You're going to feel my energy when I'm around you.
Right.
Hey, you can sit here, you can do whatever you want, as long as you know it's what's okay for us. You know, I think a lot of people confuse alpha for being, you know, some type of gorilla shit where you're always beating on your chest and saying this shit and that. It's like, no.
Controlling.
Controlling.
It's not right, exactly.
I mean, most men that have some alpha traits in them, they might not be full-on alphas. They understand what it takes to maintain them.
So since you said that, do you think that should be addressed in the beginning that you're alpha male?
No, not at all. Because we're not buying a service here. We're experiencing life.
Right.
I might be alpha to you, but you're a little bit more of a challenge. So now I'm playing tic-tac with you when I shouldn't be playing any games with you. You should understand what it is. Right. And that's where you have some men that are able to control women and they think, oh, you know, daddy does this, da-da-da-da-da. It's like, yo, I don't have to do all that extra shit to control you. Hey, babe, I'm on the way home. You know, I'd like something nice and hot to eat. You know what I like. I've had a long day.
Right.
That's enough. That ain't on no simp shit.
Right.
It's not, hey, you knew I get off of work at 5 o'clock and I get home at 6:15. I better have something on the plate. I don't have to treat you like you're my servant. You're my child. You just follow. Being alpha means, in my opinion, in Wood's opinion, being an alpha male, you run your pack. You know what it takes to run your pack.
And you taking care of your pack.
You're taking care of your pack. Plain and simple. I'm giving you what you need.
Yeah, and because you'll get anything you want if that definition of alpha male is true, and you follow the lead like you're supposed to. Because it doesn't, like you said, it don't take a whole lot to control things.
Right.
And when I say control, is that being the head of the lead, you are in control. You know, you give a woman the right to have an opinion or whatever too, as far as a team goes, but you still make that final decision. The woman understands that, and it don't make a woman less because she's like, well, hey, he made the final decision, and it might not have been your decision, but evidently he knows what he's doing. But that's when you have to trust that mate too, to know that he knows what he's doing, because that also becomes a part of knowing that your man is an alpha, because you trust his decisions. You know, if you don't have a man that you can trust his decisions, then he's not alpha to you. Like you said, he might be to somebody else, but he ain't to you because you don't trust him. He don't make good decisions, or you think he don't make good decisions or whatever. And sometimes as women, especially now, we get to that stronghold thinking that we know everything because we're a little bit more independent. We might have good jobs. We might have things that we can feel like, oh, I could do it myself. But realistically, if you don't want to do it yourself, then don't try to put yourself in that situation to be by yourself. If you know you want a mate, then you follow the rules of being a mate, you know, and vice versa. You know, a man gonna take care of you regardless. If he's supposed, like you said, I know how to take care of my pack. I know how to run it. I know things is gonna go in order because I know what I'm doing. And if that woman's got your back, she knows you know what you're doing. I ain't saying she won't have no say-so. Exactly. She might not say
no lip or rebuttal,
but she's going to know he got the final say still, and he makes that final decision, and she's okay with it because she trusts him.
And too, there's a difference for our listeners to know that there's a difference from being controlled and being submissive.
Right.
Absolutely. That's why they're two different words.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, because it's two different meanings, and a lot of people don't know that it's two different meanings. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
You know, I have a story. When I was stationed overseas, the neighbors did not like that. One, I was an American living in a neighborhood, and I had 2 Rottweilers. They didn't like that fact. They just, I had the cops called on me once a week. It became so routine, I would have beer for the cops, and that was my profit. Here you go. So one day, the neighbor figured this out, and he decided to come over, and he was going to have a man-to-man conversation with me. Well, I was going to play ball, and he ran into my wife first, and he told her, "You're a woman. I don't deal with women." She told the dog.
A lot of countries are like that too.
She told the dog, "Pop, sit right here." She said, "Well, if you want to talk to anyone, you're going to talk to me." And I walked right by them, and I knew that she was all right. Not even because of the dog right there. I knew she could handle herself. I didn't need to say what I needed to say to him because it would have been very quick, get the fuck off my property. But he came up there for some bullshit and he got it. And guess what? He never came back.
Because we with the shit.
Being an alpha, I know when to let my woman lead. I know that. We go out.
Wait a minute, say that again.
Being an alpha, I know when to let my woman lead.
Okay, one more time for the podcast folks.
He said.
Being an alpha, I know when to let my woman lead.
Thank you.
That's part of it. If you look back at the lions, who does all the hunting? The female lions.
Mm-hmm. They do. They bring back the meal to the man. Yeah.
To the man. Mm-hmm. You sit up on your perch and you make sure your pride is good.
Yeah.
That's it.
But you protecting all that area. You protecting all that surrounding.
When I stand up, you know it's game time. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Look at Discovery Channel.
See, he brings it home.
The Animal Channel, Animal Planet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they work.
Mm-hmm. But see, that's what I like, though. I like the balance of that. Like I said, at the end of the day, it doesn't take away from the woman as well as it definitely don't take away from the man. Yep. And so when you can play that role the right way, it does becomes much easier. Now, of course, sometimes over time, now the thing is now you're talking about, like you said, the length of time. Mm-hmm. So as it gets long and old, sometimes we have to fix it a little bit, correct it a little bit, tweak it. And, what are your advice to some of the folks who might be in long-term relationships now and, like, they got something good, but they like, I don't know if I want this anymore. You know, it's just not working out for me. And it ain't about sex. It's about
just the relationship,
the home, everything else.
I don't have any advice for them because I'm not in their shoes. Mm-hmm. I can say what maybe would work for me,
but every
situation is different. Right. You know what I mean? So.
But you think that, you know, people should first make sure that they understand and what's the problem first, though. Because that's the
communication
key. Exactly.
Of what the actual problem.
Right. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for it's all about talking and figuring it out. Because, like I said,
that plays a part in a lot of things.
It's everything.
Like, is the bedroom lacking because she's stressed out because we're not making mortgage, we're not paying the bills on time? Mm-hmm. Is it a financial situation
that can be the
drawn up in there?
Yeah, like we said, your thoughts can affect your orgasm. It really can. Sometimes you ain't trying to lay up with no alpha male when he ain't did what he supposed to do. Like, okay, baby, now I understand times is rough, you know, things is going on, but we gotta we need to have communication, because you might be thinking, well, it'll be all right, I got this. Mm-hmm. But women worry.
Sure.
We are, because we start be like, wait a minute, hold on, what's gonna happen? You know,
we worry, but we also figure it out, especially when it's communicated to us.
That's why I said if it's communicated.
Right. Yeah, it gives you an opportunity to.
But sometimes you don't want to have sex because your mind's all over the place. So, you know, with that alpha male still be trying to say, well, you're going to still do it for me because...
No, that's not an alpha male. That's not an alpha male.
No, that's just a male who think he got it all.
Yeah, that's someone that's beating their chest on some gorilla shit like, I'm the man, you going to do... No.
It's my way or no way.
I don't have to do that. You know what I mean?
So you would be okay with saying, you know what? I understand how you know the way you feel right now.
Yeah, because I don't want no lame duck pussy. I don't want it.
So you don't want the guaranteed pussy then, the one that they say I'm just gonna lay there anyway and give it to him because
no, if you're a dead fish, I can beat my dick and get it over with in 30 seconds. Yeah, okay. I'm good on that.
Dead fish.
Yeah, I don't want no shit.
And nowadays, a lot of men want to be with a woman who can figure it out, because just say jobs. If he fall on hard times, like a job, firefighter. If he can't fight fires no more, then what? Who's going to pick up the slack? Not to take away from him being an alpha male or even controlling the home, but the woman is there to pick up the slack in a situation like that.
I don't think it would change the man for being alpha male.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It don't change that, but it's just that at the time,
like, well,
she's maintaining what you were maintaining at first.
But see, that's when you know you got a true woman too. Yes.
Yeah. I've been in relationships. I've been in 2 relationships where the woman made double my salary. And most of my friends were like, yo, how do you control that? That's money. That has nothing to do with this shit over here. In one of them, in her career field, she had to be an alpha female.
Right.
But she knew once she came in the house.
That's a good one right there.
Hey, leave that shit at the door.
Right. Because I was going to say that. Yeah.
It's a different situation.
Because I was going to say that some people, they get they can't have someone like that. Some men can't handle it, you know, as far as a woman having more than them, making more than them for some reason. I never understood that. I think if the pot comes home, what pot comes home, it don't matter who makes the most. If the pot comes home, it's coming home. Right. It don't matter who makes the most and stuff. And some men feel like it's taken away from them. But my thing is if we living good, does it really matter? You know?
You know, we were saying earlier how the times, you know, we're not back in those 40s, 50s. The traditional roles have changed. And you have all these women on social media, you know, if you don't make 6 figures, don't talk to me, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you ain't got 6 cents to rub together. What the fuck do you know about 6 figures?
And that pussy deposit gets very short-changed.
That's because society has set it up that way, where they getting sugar daddies and he paying their rent.
They devalued the dollar, and because they're attached to that dollar, they've devalued themselves.
Because I'm going to tell you like this, men been giving up money all their lives.
All their lives.
So this is nothing new. Cash App ain't nothing. Men, what do you think a marriage is? A man he's invested in that woman at home. He's giving money. He paying for pussy every day till he decides to divorce or whatever, till he by himself again.
Exactly.
So you never it's always that. You always going to be paying. Right. But the thing is how you paying. Are you investing in something worthwhile, or you just invested in some pussy temporarily?
Exactly.
So that's the difference.
When I was married, I found it so much cheaper to be married because, you're single. Me, if I go out on a date, you could say, oh, I like this here, I like that. Okay, guess what? If I'm picking the place, I'm picking the place. I don't eat no cheap places. I'm not going to Applebee's.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if we just met. Oh, quick drink. Well, guess what? Applebee's does not have shit that I like. So why am I going to go there?
Right.
So I found, I'm probably saying too much here, but it is what it is. I found in 1 month when I was single and I had gone out on 2 or 3 dates, average a week, I spent over $6,000 in 1 month. And
2
that's
days.
just 2 to 3 dates
3 days a week.
2 to 3 dates a week.
Okay.
So you
This is
looking
just
at
going out
so
to
you looking
eat.
at like
This is
24
just-
dates a month or something. That's a lot of dates. And if he picking up the tab every time, and he had a restaurant that's $200 or something plus, that's a lot of money. Keep adding up. And if he's doing extra,
events and
Yeah.
everything else, like I had season tickets to a professional sports team, and I would build a lot of dates around that because I had already paid for the
I know
tickets.
that's right.
So, like, the folks in my section would be like, damn, this dude's gonna get someone. The wives would give me dirty looks, but the husbands are like,
Alright.
but like, that's what I had to do to,
Good seats too.
yeah.
So here's a question. Okay. So out of those 6 dates a week, were those multiple dates with one person?
It could be.
Okay. So did you feel like you had to foot the bill every time? Because I feel like if we're in the dating process, if you got one, I should get one.
So I feel that way, but I'm not going to say, are you going to pick up the tab?
Right.
Okay.
That's
And the reason
right.
I'm not going to do it is because I want to see how far you want to carry it.
Okay.
A real woman, in my opinion, is...
We'll
you know,
offer at least one time.
We'll offer, yeah. Okay, the fact that you offered, I might even pick it up. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. And most of the time we play that game too, just so we doggone still pay, but we know, let's just ask, but also too, women have money in your wallet. Don't just
Right,
ask to
don't
say
just
you
do
pay,
it.
you ain't got
Yeah.
your check,
You
your
know you
little
ain't
card
got it.
bouncing or whatever.
At least be
being
able to pay for
declined.
your food.
I've been out with one girl that was like, oh, if you're going to take me out and you like steak, you got to take me here. And when we got there, she couldn't pronounce
The
filet
words,
mignon.
huh? I
Because
know,
she
right?
never been there. She
You
probably
just
seen
heard
it on
some
social
shit.
media.
You saw it on
Yeah.
social media and you wanted to go there.
Yeah, that's another thing. Women, don't embarrass yourself. If you know you
Please
ain't never
don't.
been
Don't.
somewhere, it's okay. It's okay to say that all your dates is on as Applebee's and Chili's and them. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Texas Roadhouse, whatever.
And if you
You
ain't
know,
used to
hey,
dressing
them the chill spots that you get afterwards, because you know
Right.
when you want to pick up a quick meal. Sometimes it's okay.
Absolutely.
But if a man want to take you somewhere, wine and dine you, and let him, especially if he want to be elegant and he want to spend the money, let him choose. Let him take it. You ain't got to pretend.
And don't dress
he gonna
like
already
you,
know.
Yeah, and dress appropriate for the place you go.
Exactly. Let me
Oh,
clap to that.
Well, yeah. But also let
please.
them know where you're going, because some guys be talking
Absolutely,
about, oh, you just put on anything, and then when
No,
you come
hell
out looking
no.
any kind of
And
way.
that is why I hate surprises. Now, I'm not against a man setting up a whole day to do whatever or whatever, but at least if you gonna do that and not tell me where we going, at least have all my outfits picked.
But you know what? The secret to that is, anytime a male tells you he want to take you somewhere, look good.
Look good.
But understand what looking classy.
Yeah, looking classy and not
Looks
nasty.
You can be my slut up under your classy, but it's for me.
Right.
So
You ain't gotta
everybody
show
ain't gotta
everybody.
see it, right?
And see, that's another thing. A lot of guys, well, I ain't gonna say a lot, but some, I would say half and half probably, because you can't really judge everybody and say, well, all men, they want you to have this skirt up your ass and all that, because that's not true.
No.
A lot of guys like looking at it, but they don't want it. They just like looking
you
at it.
go.
So sometimes we got to look at it
It's
in that
an eye
sense too.
candy
Yeah, it's
for
like,
them,
oh, I love looking
Yeah,
at
eye
it,
candy,
but
but
guess
you know
what?
you're-
I'm going home to
You like,
this right
shit's
here.
too sweet.
This is good. Exactly.
Because that comes with a headache.
Yeah, and then how many other people doing this, looking too and doing the same thing, so sometimes that kind of knocks a man away when he's like, okay, no, that's not my preference, because I don't need that attention. I don't have time for that. I'm not finna sit up here and be number 10 or number 5. I ain't finna be a number. You know, if I ain't the one, I ain't the one. But I'm not gonna play no games.
So, ladies, it's safe to say if you go in a steakhouse, don't you have no jeans cut up and no.
But I think you should look good no matter what when you with a male. I think you should always business casual, look decent, and unless he tells you we're going to a concert or we're doing this or something then you can fun, rock. Right. But because it don't take one thing about women, we can go anywhere, Fashion Nova, anywhere, and buy cheap clothes.
I tell women all the time, have you a little black dress?
Yeah, always.
Like, you can't never go wrong with that. A nice looking heel if you know you can't walk in no stilettos.
And have your hair done, girl.
Keep your hair done.
Have your hair done.
And take a shower.
Well, that's number one.
I shouldn't have to say that.
If he open that door,
you gotta help some of these women out. You know,
you spread them legs and stuff, and some don't smell right. I feel sorry.
You can take a shower before. Once we get home, I'm gonna offer you another shower before you get in my bed.
And you should, because you've been out in the dirt. Day, y'all still been outside all day. Exactly. Ain't nobody smelling the same once they come out that outside.
You didn't hit the air, the dirt, all that.
Unless you just drunk and you don't care at that time.
So. let me ask y'all this.
Would you have moments like that?
But that's usually when you know the person.
Yeah, you be like, okay.
You might not get that shower till afterwards.
Right.
Let me ask you this. How do you know as a woman when you are with an alpha male?
Well, for me...
Yeah, for you.
I know when I got an alpha male, because first of all, like I said, it ain't too... I'm a talker. I'm a shit talker, as y'all can tell. This is me. This is my natural habitat. I'm just me, period. I love to talk shit. I'm a joker. You can't take me seriously. Because if you do, we're not going to connect anyway. Because I'm going to say some shit. Now, if you let me know that I'm stepping out of bounds or something, the boundaries of what you think is not cool, as far as when it comes down to us, talk to me and let me know so I'll know that, okay, I can't play like that with you or around people or something like that. But I'm a very comfortable female. I have plenty of friends around, and I'm very clingy when it comes down to men. Men adore me. I can meet anybody. They cool. They don't care. They attach so quick because that's my present. That's how I am. I present myself as a cool person and people just fall in love with it. They be like, man, you cool as hell. So, and don't be a jealous person. Right. So, but for me, when I see an alpha male, I'm going to look at, well, if I have one, first of all, because I can't say if I'm looking for one, because I ain't going to know you alpha male until after I've been with you enough, So, but if we, in that situation, we're together, I'm not going to have to, my thing is, I'm not going to have to worry. And my key is worrying. Now, like I said, we might have issues, some things might come up, but I'm never going to get to the point where I'm worrying to the fact of, I don't trust you. I'm always going to trust you to make the right decision. You able to lead without me trying to question it all the time. And even if I do, because I am a talker, like I said, and I'm a debater. So I do have, and I'm very smart. I'm going to tell you the truth. I love talking and I love finding information out for myself. So sometimes I'm not in agreement with my alpha all the time. But at the end of the day, I know that whatever the end result is, he got it.
Exactly.
He got control. And that's how I know he's good. Because if you're a wuss and you sit up there and you let me control you, because I am very dominant. I mean, I know I am. I know I can run some loops around you if you let me. But I don't want that. I don't want that type of person. I want somebody to be like, hey, hey boo, no, we ain't doing that.
I'll say the same thing about me since you asked us both the question.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, if he on his stuff, if everything is taken care of. However, I'm the sweetest person, but I have an attitude problem. So, if I know you can control the attitude, because I'm just like you, my mouth will go. Like, if it's that argument, it's that, oh, baby, I'm saying something to crush your feelings. I'm trying.
We're such lovable people. We'll give you our shirts off our back.
I'm trying to say, I will hold you down. I'm telling you. But if it get to that point and you just look at me and be like, shut the fuck up, and you just make me be like, for real, then I know you got me. And not to say that it's a controlling thing or anything like that, but if you can shut me up from an argument to make me be like, damn, you do need to shut up, like you went too far, then yeah. That's how.
And not a grudge holder, please, because I'm not a grudge holder. I like to make up and forget and forgive,
right.
and that's just me. So I definitely don't want an alpha, or he thinks he's an alpha, whatever you want to call it, and don't want to talk to you for 3 or 4 days. I ain't got time for that.
I can't.
I like for us to, I'm not saying that you got to control a situation. No, I'm not trying to control it, but it's just me. I just don't like all that, especially if it's Patty. It's like, come on, get over it.
So
let's fucking let it go.
Okay, we're gonna fucking get over it, but are we truly getting over it?
No, we're gonna talk first.
Yeah, but if it's Patty, if it's Patty, we ain't even got to talk about it. It's like this: if we having a conversation, we disagree something, right, and we mad, and then you walk off and you go outside or something or whatever, then you act like you don't want to talk to me no more because I done made you mad, all because I said, you like that Corona? That Corona nasty though, or this and that, and then I'm just saying something Patty like that.
I like man with a
we ain't finna conversate over that. I'm sorry. Get your ass over with it and let's move on.
But but I'm also the type of person too that if we have an argument, I'm gonna let you have your space. You take your walk, do what you gotta do.
Not just too long.
But
not no whole damn 3 days.
A couple of hours later, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna discuss this, and then once we talk about it, hopefully it don't come back up. But if it do, we're gonna talk some more. And then keep on going. But we not finna be mad no 2-3 days. No, that ain't finna work with me.
I mean, if it's something serious enough, then I say, let's conversate.
Yeah, because you gotta get them that time to,
I'm not gonna waste my energy. But that's one thing I realized as I got older is I don't have time to waste energy. So if you want to sit there, negativity do not work with me no more. I don't got time to argue. When I was young, I'd fight you like I was a dude too.
I wouldn't care.
And I wouldn't care. But I'm older now. I don't have time for that. I don't have time. I don't want the negative energy. I want if it's my pieces interrupted to the point, I would let you go.
There you go.
Whether you're an alpha or not, I don't give a damn what you are then.
Or what you've been doing.
Exactly.
If my piece is messed up,
I'll go sleep in somebody's basement or garage for all I care before I deal with some drama.
Some women, don't understand how important that is. And I've been criticized for argument and blah blah blah. Look, I'm not gonna argue with you Sunday through Sunday.
I'm sorry.
That shit ain't happening.
That's not. Because we know we happy.
But that does.
Exactly.
We know we happy.
But that comes with maturity.
Yeah.
It does. I think it comes along with the maturity. I think it comes from understanding who you truly are as a person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's been
Lessons
some times
learned.
where I look back and I'm like, damn, the common denominator there is you.
Right.
So I gotta fix my shit.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that's the alpha right there. The alpha knows when he's the one that's the wrong one. Mm-hmm. Just like a real woman knows when she's the weakest link too. Okay, boo, it's you. It's not him.
And if it's men, y'all gonna come to each other and be like, okay,
right.
yeah, I was wrong. Or this played out because I said this and I knew it offended you.
Exactly.
But like you said, that comes with maturity.
So yeah, that's how it goes back to who controls that bedroom. Because if you got that right person, as far as when it comes down to a male. Because I'm not going to say, we do have same sex and stuff like that too. So it might not necessarily be a male that's controlling that bedroom. And so, but whoever that person is that's showing that they the head of that home and taking care of what they're supposed to take care of, then I would say, and the reason why I said that because you have same sex. So I can't say,
absolutely.
Right now we're basing off of, heterosexual relationships, right? So for us, we'll say men, we would feel that men should be that one that's in control of the bedroom. I love for a man to show me he's into me no matter what, because we go through so many different things that we need that sometimes. We need that. We have children, we don't look the same, things change over years, so we need that man to still show us that they interested in us, that they still see us the way they seen us 20 years ago or whatever it may be. And when you lose that, you lose the woman.
Yeah, but however, that woman has to understand that she can't get lazy into I had a baby and I gotta keep myself up. I gotta because I gotta get him something to look at too.
Right. Yeah.
I gotta.
But the truth of you supposed to look the same way as
you're not.
Understanding how evolution works.
Right. And then as you get older, you could be the skinniest thing in your 20s, and then by the time 40, you got a Dunlap. So it's like, am I still gonna love him because his stomach hanging over? You know, it's like you got to,
right? Because sometimes men be looking at you like, why you ain't wearing that? Why you ain't no 9-10 still? What dude? Why you look like you're 9 months pregnant still? You know,
we can't be eating steaks all day long, and then you know.
And I think teamwork makes the dream work too. Sometimes you gotta encourage your mate, and not necessarily knocking them, because I have seen relationships be, you know, with the lifestyle that I've been in. I've seen relationships where men will leave their women because they gained weight, and you know, well, I told her to lose weight. I don't like no fat chick or whatever. But you know, you didn't even encourage her by saying, "Hey, let's do the gym together. Let's do this together."
I've done that.
If you really love that person, you're gonna motivate.
Yeah, you'll motivate them. Now, if you just see that they just don't want that, and ain't nothing wrong with them medically or nothing like that, then if that's not your preference, that's not your preference. It's okay, because you don't
have to be honest about it.
Yeah, you have to. Exactly.
You gotta work.
If you're not attracted to a person that when they gain weight, be honest. You know what I'm saying? If that's not what you want, okay, well, I don't like teddy bear niggas. Then let them know you don't like teddy bear.
The flip side of it, some men who started off with a woman and then they have a baby and they get the little extra weight on them, they like that. They be like, I like
some of that weight going to the right place.
That. Yeah, I like that. Don't lose, you know. So it just all plays a part on who you're with.
You just don't always want to. The right
places.
Look, I'll be first to admit.
They get that dead bod.
I got a dad bod.
Or grandpa bod.
Yeah, you know.
Not yet.
Yeah, but no,
but
I think it's important.
Yeah, it's important
to one, feel sexy for yourself, so that you can project that to your partner.
Right, exactly.
Because you know, I'm running around here looking like Wolfman, but guess what? Someone gonna give me some ass tonight because this is what they like, and they know that. Look, I'm confident in myself right now.
Right.
No Shave November. I'm extending this shit to May, March, whenever. But I'm
that
confident
flavor
in myself.
saver.
There you go.
I must start sniffing later on. Especially if it was good. Shit, keep it on there for a minute.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, I think it's time for us to go, y'all. He ready to go home.
I got some meat to tend to.
He pre-planning in his mind right now.
He got a little deep there. Yes. But as you know, but you're right though. You know, the thing is that we feel that, you know, the alpha male should be the one that's in control, but not ladies, not thinking that we don't have a right or anything to say something, or we can't decide to say, you know what, you lay down tonight, I'm getting on top, I'm ready, you pull them pants now. We can be aggressive too, to that degree. Men love it too. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like I said, unless you just really taking away his ego or something, then it might be an issue. But other than that, they love it. They love having a good time with their women. They, you know, when it comes down to sex, most guys is open game. As long as you ain't doing something out they limit, you know. Like that's what most guys say. Hey, as long as you ain't doing something, you know, I'm not into, we good.
Right. Same thing with women. You know, I'm gonna ask you flat out. What are your hard no's? If you say other people and anal, okay, I know not to.
And you know, and that's usually the ones right there. Other people, you just said it on the head. Mm-hmm. Other people and anal.
But don't tell me.
Especially if you got a wide penis. Nobody want that anal up that ass. I'm sorry. You know, if it's big, hell no. Other people, we's questionable. But that dick be too big. Right now I'm good, boo, because you ain't finna mess my shit up. Be walking around with leaks.
You barely want to put it in your mouth, but. I'm just saying, but we take our chances.
It wasn't shit. That's why I'm on inhaler now. Shit. I'm just joking.
Well, in that case, this has been another great episode of Unfulfilled with Denise and Denise. Until next time.
And with our special guest, Mr. Wood.
Until next time. Deuces.
Very well.
Deuces.
Oh my God.